So welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to talk about how to get a $270 income in 1 month from United Airlines with a $10,000 portfolio. So my name is Eric, and for this channel we mainly focus on income generation. So in the previous video I talked about the difference between capital appreciation versus collecting rent. So our mission for this channel is to collect as much rent as possible from the stock market so then we can retire earlier. And this step really comes after you accumulate a sizable portfolio to make sure that it makes sense. Now, before we start, I just need to say this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my own trades on how this kind of income can be achieved. So in order for us to achieve a sizable income, our target is really around 2 to 3% per month, which is actually a 1% to 2% target per 2 weeks. So if that is something you're interested in, you can actually apply the strategy over 2 weeks instead of 1 month. And finally, if you like weekly strategies, then it's 0.5% to 1%. So that is really the target. I'm just laying it out here for your reference. So in terms of the trade we're going to talk about today, I have just placed it maybe 5 minutes ago, and it is for United Airlines. Now this is actually a stock we covered in Investing Accelerator quite extensively, and I think it is a good time to use the wheel strategy on it. So there are 2 positions that I'm planning to place. The first one is November 5th expiry. Put strike is $46. The premium earned will be $78. So I'm taking profit at 80% instead of waiting till the expiry date. Now for high risk, again, it's November 5th, 30 days from now. The put strike is 50, so it's higher risk, and the premium earned is 192, again taking profits at 80%. So you can see that for both of them, you know what the profit is ahead of time, so that gives you predictability. And when you sell that option, you actually receive that cash in your account immediately because you take on the risk. So in this case, the capital use will be 9,600. And the return will be 2.8% over this 9,600 within the next 29 days. So if you just times this by 12, annualized return without compounding, then it's 33%, which I think it's a pretty good return. So now I'll jump back to the video where I place the trade right in front of you and kind of explain, what's happening in the brokerage account. And if you like this kind of video and you look forward to the next one, then click subscribe. And you can also subscribe to the email list in the first link in the description below. So right now I got 10,000 US dollars deposited into the account. So you can actually see my screen on the right hand side here. I just got it deposited today, and I'm gonna place my trade. Okay, so I just finished placing my orders on the market live here. So on the right hand side, you will see my broker mobile screen. And the first position I place is low risk, where it's just 1 unit. So let me just go in here and you can see that it is filled. It's a UAL put position, 1 unit. And you can see that there is a $98 earnings. So that is great. So if UAL remains above $46 for the next 30 days, then I'll make $98. And if I go back out and I go into my other position, 241. So here you can see this is the higher risk position, and I'll be exiting these puts if I achieve 80% of the profit. So for the individual trades, you can see here, the low risk, I'm aiming to take profits at $78, and for the high risk, I'm aiming to take profits at $192. So this means the capital use will be 9,600, and that is a 2.8% return for the next 29 days or so. So this is already discounted, and that's an annualized return of 33.6%. So we'll see how this goes. And the worst case scenario is that UAL's price will be below my strike price, which then I'll be forced to purchase 100 shares of UAL per contract. So that is really the consequence. And then we'll go on and figure out what is our next trade once I take profit. So one interesting thing you can see here is because my entire account is focusing on puts, you can actually see the secured market value is negative 339, and my cash actually increased from that because I have a short market value. So I actually receive money for shorting the market, so I have some extra cash in my account. So right now you can see is 10,719, which is higher than what I had previously.